Are you walking in with a favorite?
I really like FUT as a team. I really enjoy them. They play a kind of Counter-Strike that I get a lot out of by watching. So I would like to see a good performance today from FUT. I mean, I'd like to see a great performance from both, in fairness, for it to be a good match. But yeah, FUT is, I always expect good things from them, regardless of who their opponent is, for the most part. And this is going swimmingly for them so far, but the pre-fire from Jug's not quite getting there. That's going to give Heroic a window, which will firmly and quickly be closed by the remainder of FUT. There's a question mark there for me. We shall see. Got bloody good numbers on Mirage, however, before we possibly get there. Let's see how these squads do in this buy round. Symmetry's in a good position. He's got great info. His timing might be all right now as we exchange outside. This may force the hand of the remainder. Demon carefully having a look, looking to keep map control or at least buy time for his squad.
Down ramp they go into the lower sites. Youngstar on the back of the push with the AWP. It's going to be a tough one though. Demon's got a great spot, but he's alone. Kills it would probably end the rounds. Gets one for free, no trade. Gets to reset the situation. The jiggling here. USP comes out, does some decent damage there as well. So that should enable the remainder of FUT to be able to bring this one back in. The Youngstar, though, with the AWP could be the X factor in this round, but down back on the site. His teammates are having trouble getting that bomb planted, and now he's got to do it all by himself. No time, though. The AWP can be saved in this situation, but a flat finish, unfortunately, for them, but at least I'll keep the AWP.
64% on Ancient with 11 maps played, I think, is also a big percentage. I think people underestimate how significant that region is percentage-wise. It is more meaningful than you think. So, yeah, Nuke is not a map that Heroic can really afford to lose.
It does seem that way for sure, that this is where the series is the best for them. To lock down the outside again. Symmetry with the AWP coverage all the way back for CT. Like this though from Heroic, trying to split onto main, but a little bit staggered there. It's just going down quite quickly. Allows the CTs to focus their fire on the oncoming attack, and now there's again just not really all that much left. They're struggling to find openings and trades. Some of the basics here just aren't really going all that well for the Heroic side. And another round where it's like, okay, well, do I try to save? I've got a minute left to do it. This is not ideal. Oh. Hello?
Constellation prize there. Because he doesn't have the bomb. He needs to hold his AK. These are... Look at the TVs and the stereos. Oh, Shuck has got such a good opportunity here. Oh, great burst at the end. Kept a few bullets. Demon will reposition. Will there be anything else left here as Youngstar manages to stay alive for now? A third kill would be something. Has he been spotted? Oh, nasty! Okay, then. I think that rifle's gone down the vent.
Yeah.
But Krebeni, he could take down from any range. So this is a dangerous one. And again, he's trying to use the clock. Oh, I can't believe what I'm seeing. The third one. Exactly the man he was looking for. The CTs should know where the bomb is. Symmetry, the last one. Oh, he could be found. He could be found! I can't believe he's clutched that! What a ridiculous
insane
round.
I mean, I do think it does provide a little bit of relief. Obviously, if they get reset this round, it's going to be very tough to deal with, but they only need to get like 4 rounds or so, have some breathing room, and they're going to try to go for this upper attack again. Jux is going to get... Oh, They actually heard the sound cues above the burning, and that does distract them. So the defense is still pretty good on this upper site. Very important swing, though, from Crizzen. A 2 versus 3. The bomb, though, it is out there on the upper site. Has to be recovered. And Crizzen looking for a potential flank. Good contain, though, from the CTs, from FUT. They are looking to make sure they maintain control of this situation, but that's a great pick from Crizzen. And now there's a real chance.
Here we go again. They can't have 2 in a row like this. But they'll not be able to survive. Timing was really good. How long was Cemetery last for? Timing last round was really good for Youngster, who finds himself in the clutch once more. He's got half the information as to the positions of the CTs. This time he's carrying the bomb. This time he doesn't make it. Demon from the back.
That's going to be deployed. Oh no, they still actually have it. So one smoke. I thought it was one at the beginning of the round, so my mistake there. Still, Kriveni with the opening pick outside. Certainly makes things a little bit tough for the T side.
Kriveni hoping I'll gravitate towards him. I mean, they may feel like they need to deal with him to construct the round of the time remaining, and they have done exactly that. Now, what does this mean for the CT rotations? They know that they are heavily compromised outside, which can give more routes to the A bomb sites, and those routes are being taken by force, whether they're taken ultimately or not.
See if they can make the timing work here. Actually able to get out the vents. Smoke onto main. Looking for the retake. Huge opening kill. Upper. Lots of pressure on Youngstar now as he is trying to do what he can with the Galil. Logs able to take down Crizzen. Youngstar, again, it's up to him. Oh my god, 5 HP. It's so painfully close for Heroic, but they just can't get it over the line. I wonder if we'll see Heroic going for a heavier secret play one of these rounds. They're going to go split upper again. Long's defending from the top of the huts. Getting burned again. He is in a very tight spot. Has Jugs there for backup. Goes down, up the Jugs. Kriveni up high as well. Very nice from Kriveni. Stays up as well. Buys some time for Cemetery to begin working his way around on the rotation. He's going to go through the vents again. Nice flank from Youngstar, catching him completely off guard. Oh, it's Demon in the vents here. They're guarding the pivots. Oh, this is very scary, very low, Crizzen. And this distraction works wonders there. Allows Cemetery to get a pick from the back. And now Crizzen has to look between 2 angles. This is very difficult.
Found the util to give himself a chance. 9 bullets. Find 2 players. Can be done. 3 bullets. Oh, someone needs to tell him. He's got to go for the 1-taps. But it might work because they've both got 11 HP. It's the perfect storm. Little change of angle for Cemetery. Oh, that second kill would have been so much. Faster paced round from Heroic at the start. Minute 30. Scrambling down towards B. That is a big problem, though. Losing that second player really handicaps what you're able to do in terms of crafting around, constructing around, pulling players out of position. It's just dry peaks here from the T side. Racing into the bomb site. Demon might have 2 here, but at least have 1. Bomb plant denied. Great confidence with the 1-tap as well. Closes the door, but which side of the door is he on? Oh, Nilo finds that the hard way. Yeah, indeed.
Benny believes that he's played this forward position so far. See if Xcloud can look for it. Oh, that is so painful. 5v4 early here now again for FUT.
Exchange of util for later. On the CT side, round a squeaky door. Comfortable comms, and again, just trying to creep in is not going to get past the likes of FUT. They are ready. There's no util. It's such a difficult scenario for Heroic. There's no execute to, possible where you force the CTs from their positions and so on. There's just one flash, and that's it. 43 seconds, hoping that the CTs get too greedy for info. As your Kickstarter, if you will, to get that engine going. It's Crizzen spotted on the outside. He's got more to do, though. They may all be heard by now. Just strafing, looking for these CTs who are dictating where all these fights take place. And that will be a monster half from FUT. Or just showing his ass for the fun of it. Krabeni's the grenade man. He's got the util. Symmetry's got the P250. He's the raid boss for this one. That is unfortunate. A very unfortunate start for FUT, getting absolutely mauled in the hut and elsewhere. Exactly what the doctor ordered for Heroic. Shots of adrenaline. Krabeni remains. So we're going to see some Counter-Strike. That's good. Unless he can emulate what Youngster did earlier. He can't.
Was the point man. Ooh, made his way to credit card. This wasn't denied.
Good util for the City squad. I wanted to say side and squad at the same time, apparently. Nilo's playing for info here. Drops off as soon as there is presence. He's got a flash and a HE. Oh, Youngster. That would have been an important one for him. He is somewhat compromised. The Nilo is all the way compromised. X-Fan has dropped Shugs, though. Urgency rising for Heroic as they try to charge the ramp. But that makes it so awkward for Crizzen. The MP9 and 16 HP. He's got more support, though. But Demon may just win the whole round on the ramp. Crizzen can't take a fight here. He can't duel with 16 HP. They'll lose everybody trying to take Demon's position. Standing alone on the ramp is plenty for FUT. FUT.
And obviously, one of the driving forces behind FUT's success.
Terrorists win.
I guess sacrifices were made. Okay, he's been gifted a 5-7. Someone has shown him some mercy. Some charity for X-Floud.
Defense here on ramp. All on Nilo. Oh, he gets instantly taken down. Doesn't get anything there. Youngstar as well. It's getting pressured. And he's going to have to just let them have access to the lower site. And he's not going to get a look in here, let alone a shot. No 5-7 magic, nothing. This is rapidly looking like it's all over here. My God, they are getting destroyed.
This feels like CS with no warm-up. And what do you do then? I mean, you have to go for it. You don't have a choice, actually. There's not a question to ask here. You simply need to bear witness to what the remainder are able to offer. They both have kits, at the very least, that's something. But the pick of Nuke may be disappearing off in the distance. Unless they can find two more. Jugs is quite low, actually, and they do have a lot of utility. They could pop a grenade in that direction. They're going to go up towards control, or... There it is. Just too much to ask here. A one-sided affair. Perhaps more dominant than the Fury game we saw yesterday. It's not... I mean, it's winnable for them, for sure. It's winnable, but it's just the fashion in which they lost their map pick. Lacks promise, and FUT get started quickly on the T side of Ancients. They've got the numbers here towards the A-bomb site. I'll never stop saying these bomb sites the other way around, I feel like, on Ancient. B feels like an A, and A feels like a B. So there we go.
Well, I feel you on that one. That happens to me too. I think I'm a bit better on this map, but it was affecting me for a while. But I think I'm in the clear. However, it's a pretty tricky situation right now for Heroic on the CT side. Fairly isolated because of that red smoke, and And that does leave Youngstar in a very pivotal position. He's got to get something out of this spot here. The bomb is here as well. If he can get both kills, that'd be insane for Heroic, but he is going to get traded out now. Susp on the site. Good opportunity here. Playing around the crates. Does excellent damage, but it's Demon in the 1v2 now. 45 seconds to work this map as he duels away, and he actually goes down. So great opener from Heroic to get off to a good start right away here on Ancient.
Full buy from FUT. Oh, descending it straight into A. Straight into A. Nilo's got things covered. We've got time for rotation as well. Xfloud up close. That's his Youngstar. Moving through, but Jugs is ready to pop him. Gotta be careful about rounding these corners versus these Tech 9s. 2 plays in Donut, 2 in CT for the CTs. All the utility has come and gone for this T side. Now, can they retake without heavy losses?
Should be pretty good here in theory. The player is very, very low already. Making forward progress, looking good right now. Sus trying to wrap around the smoke, and suddenly big problems. Crizin, though, able to trade those kills very quickly, but there's no time to defuse. It took too long.
These boys
That's a disaster.
Dangerous.
Nilo close to the MP9, looking to be overwhelmed, but I like this proactive play from Heroic, going through mid. Trying to see what's up. They'll have a fast timing through Donut. Nilo really has to hold here as long as he can. Maybe get a couple kills, but he's going to be unable to do too much. Does do some damage, but very quick on the flank, Youngstar. Active round from Heroic. It's paying off.
Wow. They don't know where he is. Oh, really needed to be quick with that one. 9 bullets in that magazine. Now, where is Susp? He's got to be careful as well. 10 HP. Symmetry's carrying the bomb. What does he think is the safest bet in this scenario? Doesn't want to run out of time completely for a bomb plant, but perhaps he is suggesting a rotation elsewhere. Can he catch Susp? Absolutely he can. Played the clock. Dangerously so. They took the risk. There's a lot of presence of map control. The MP9 will be heard, so that is the warning for FUT that something is afoot here. No pun intended. Oh my word!
Jugs with the team kill. It traded out the kills here in red. That's important. There's a nice and dangerous CT setup for Heroic. They've got the bomb there too. Does need to be recovered. I don't know that they can hold on to it. It's in the smoke right now, so should be easy to be grabbed by Jugs. I like this round again from Heroic. Some good damage both ways. Krabeni caught from the side from Donut. These MP9s are causing some problems. That smoke is actually going to absolutely send the rest of FUT straight into the B sites. HP is quite low here across the board. It really increases the variance of this round. In come the CTs. One flashbang is left for Susp if he wants to choose to use that. But now suddenly things looking absolutely terrible. Xcloud makes his way around the corner, and he's going to get flashed as he tries to fall back off of that angle, and Jugs is going to go down. Great trading coming through from the CTs. Wary of being punished. Much more mids here for FUT. And a good trade there in mid for them. It's a good start. 4 versus 4. Over a minute to go.
Nilo is very vulnerable over towards the A bomb site. I think Heroic realized that. Taking forward action around B so they can decide whether reinforcements are required. It seems that Nilo will be playing it safe, knowing that he could be under threat. Nothing seen around the B bomb site. Safety in numbers it will be for the CTs, but the fact they expect to help them visualize, that's a great flick there from Youngstar. That leaves the bomb in an awkward situation now as well. So many CTs still alive. You really don't want to lose that objective. So they need to pull the CTs away. Well, Symmetry will be able to rotate, but this is starting to look difficult now for the remainder of FUT. Although Krebeni has found an angle. That's a really important one. And he's done more than that, taking over this round now. Becoming more and more expensive for Heroic. 2 on 3. The T's have the angles. Bit of individual performance has turned this one back in FUT's favor.
Stunning shot from Krebeni. Finished off by Demon. And indeed, this change of approach. Do Heroic want to double down on that position a little bit more? And will FUT look to emulate this opening back into mid? Wow, he's so fast through the fire. Longs with the kill onto Floud. X-Floud is going to be in a great stead now to take Red Room if they want. The Crizzen getting active. You like to see it.
Yeah, again, they're going to find... Well, yeah, they're going to find a lot of info. Smoke on the other side. Oh, how does he come out better on that duel? Tusp hasn't seen a second player. And this round could collapse because, indeed, they're coming from both sides. That leaves Nilo in the clutch. 1 on 3. To go for it. He'll hope he finds the kit on the way. Lanx is posted up with a second AWP, unless it's a disposal service. Okay, he's been spotted. And I don't know how much is left in this one for him. So we're heading to a tied score then. 4-4. Heroic with more rounds on the board than the last game.
Yeah, and we saw again, like, that's the focus was on mid for FUT, and that was where that opening came. Contacting him.
Does he survive here? Crizzen naded off the angle, trying to support his teammate. But Susp will be able to re-emerge. X-Floud and Crizzen with the frags. Lanx looking to even the score somewhat. Crizzen looking past the angle. 9 HP will be good enough for Lanx on this occasion. Or will it? Jugs being dropped makes his life harder. The nades continue. Nilo still has an incendiary to deploy. That bomb plant comes through. Will we see it? Indeed we will, but it's not Lanx planting that bomb. Sus creeping through the smoke. Gives the advantage for a second, but the trades will continue all the way down to the last man. The CTs are the ones left standing at the end of that duel fest. Raj would be a very interesting test for Heroic versus the likes of FUT. Should they be able to get that far? Neck and neck in the first half of Ancient. Creeping past with the bomb. Unseen by the CTs. There is a hole in the defenses. Even with 5 people alive, how's Lanx been able to get here? Looking for a second. He'll get the first at the very least. Donut players are still standing though, forcing things back into their favor. Their numbers are very high now. That was looking ropey for a moment, and they'll know that there was opportunity, frustration, not catching one of those players in Donut, but sometimes it'd be like that.
Very nice round from Heroic, as FUT aren't really looking great on the money here. And you can see the opening worked so well, we're doing it again for the CT side, but that means that only 2 players can respond immediately to this B push. In go the T side FUT, try to get these openings again. The B holds are just fantastic from Heroic. 3 versus 2 now for them.
Relatively quiet game from Demon. We'll finish with a 2.
Starting slow.
Yeah, Crizzen looks like he is waiting to offer a lie. There's already 3 players over towards this B bomb site. Oh, that's a nice pop from Lanx. He's like, oh, what's that creep in mid? I see grenades over towards B. Is that enough clue? Perhaps this is. They've seen the bomb now on that A bomb site, and Demon will start to rotate over. Lanx will concede his position somewhat. Krebeni dropped, pushing through B as Crizzen holds that mid area. They're all in CT though. The remainder of FUT. 4 on 4 retake being attempted.
Flash in. Nice defense from Nilo. He's done great work there. A Demon against everybody with the USP. Lots of headshots here to find, and he won't find any of them at all. Heroic That is 2 pistol wins. But the first half, they did actually concede the following round.
Keeping the CTs honest around the B-bomb sites. They will be M4s. They will be... Oh, went for a jump peek at the worst possible time. There are smokes for the squad. Krebeni unable to hold his position. Traded by Nilo.
But they're in a good spot to defend here.
They've just popped a smoke on the ramp also. However, many of their positions will be compromised. Demon might need a multi-frag. That's the bomb carry, though. Don't expect he's going to be peeking anytime soon. Biggest hand was just spotted there. The flank has been dealt with. Chugs was so careful with that. But Nilo is still ready. 4 on 3 for Heroic. Looking to move into double figures. They're keeping the numbers high, although Lounx has now evened them up somewhat. There's no kit here for the CTs. Running out of bullets, they both are. Down to the 1v1, though. Is there a way for him to win this round? Oh, he's just switching. The rifles, the pistols are all changing.
Oh, it's just such an iconic British thing.
No, I know Monty
know.
Python. I just don't know what the foot is.
Okay,
but I shall investigate.
You Google. Okay, well, in the meantime, Heroic are looking to consolidate their advantage, compound the advantage. Just a bunch of pistols. How bad could it really be? There are 357s on board. And Cave seems to be a little bit scary. Still one more player in position, Demon. Get anything else here? Oh, it's offering itself up to him. Another kill. This is getting kind of worrisome. There's the molly, but unable to get an extra one Demon on the way out. But still, 3 versus 3. The next Cloud is going to have an easy one there at Jugs, but still some chances. I mean, that Cave position, you kind of don't want any of the guns to be collected, but they may have to risk that going to the B site, and Lounx is looking to head them off.
I don't recall if it was FUT we were crediting for careful rotations previously. But maybe there is a feeling of defeat on this map. Oh my word. How? Show me how to do that with an MP9. 2 on 2 made one. Lounx trying to have a monster clutch with an MP9, which will be violently denied. The T's keep. But again, deciding to dictate where the fights take place. But once more, they are curious for info, and they may have picked the right time to do it because the bomb is headed in this direction. They could line up for him as well. It's a great pick by Youngster, but Jugs sees both players, I'm pretty sure, on the kill cam. And that's pulling full rotation. X-Flout in position, though. Beautiful second frag, dismantling the reinforcements for FUT. Multi-frag there could have been perfect. Krebeni will pick up the slack and do exactly that. 18 seconds to get this bomb planted. I think they know where he is. I think they've got those sound cues. How far does he go to reset the situation? Will he pursue the bomb planter? Who is that second man? There he go for the wide swing. Where's the cover? So hard to pick the right timing. And he'll do the best he can, but the numbers game will prevail. Nice from Krebeni, but Heroic are cracked on this T side.
But are in a lot of trouble here. It could all end in this round if they can't find some magical kills to get them back into this site.
Looks like they're running out of what little steam they have left. Rounding their way onto the bomb site. They know one's behind them, so they've got a 3-on-2 as far as the bomb site is concerned. Looking to swing onto Nilo, but he will deny them, leaving Jugs in a 1 versus 2. After getting smashed on their pick, they do exactly the same, or close enough, to FUT and force a third and deciding map of Mirage. I think VRS tournaments are quite attractive for many more than would otherwise organize a competition. So you might see, there could be a VRS competition if you see the right people, if you have the right people in Switzerland. But let's go back to Mirage for a moment. X-Vlad will start the proceedings, actually Demon will, and the numbers will overwhelm for the time being. FUT have seized the A bomb site. A quick bomb plant, nice and open. for defense. We have a lurker, though, for the CTs. Youngsters coming in from that mid position. He's one of two that remain for the CTs, who have evened the numbers up now, with Nilo dropping one. Symmetry's gone, leaving Laux and Shugs both in that jungle position. Laux creeping forth, a pop and another pop from Youngstar. He makes it look easy. They look to their right, they die from the left, and the round is done.
With these two respective teams, we'll be jumping out the window here, getting a bit aggressive. Krabeni, he wants this. He wants the aggression, and that is exactly why. Let's get a pick. Let's get a gun down. And in the meantime, there might be a hole now for these players on Palace to kind of walk out.
As that smoke lands, they will find themselves all out of position. A fair chance they get back into jungle, though. And that can give them a rotation over towards CT, should they desire one. The bomb is definitely going to get planted, though. And now the T's are in CT. There are no flashes for a swing, but they don't need one because there's no CTs in there just yet. Nilo on the rotation now. Kristen's got a kit here, which is really important. He also has all the util. So speaking of flashes, we've got Jugs playing anti-flash here. Laux is going to eat one. Oh, he avoids it. But the second one as well. How has he done that? At least Kristen and Susp alone, 2 versus 4. They are at risk of losing everything. Support comes for the T's, but to no avail. That clock is ticking. Kristen has a smoke and a kit, trying to desperately get to the site, but the peak will come before the smoke pops, and they have lost everything.
This looks really good. A late lurk from Krabeni through the underpass is going to be on the way at some point. And these takes just seem to be working.
All the retake work. They surely need to try and get a pick before this bomb is planted. Krabeni on the big flank. He's going towards CT spawn as well. You rarely see the vintage flank through B onto that short position, but he's looking to come in from the back. And it's the T side who are looking for these frags before they get the bomb planted. Lamps can run distraction now as we see a rotation into mid from xFloud. Things looking somewhat desperate, but quite narrow in these margins for both squads. Down to a 2-on-2. And Krabeni's made it all the way to CT spawn. There's only one for each side now. Sailing HE over, but through triple, he will spot that last man. A tense one. Again, small windows for both teams. Opportunities taken. Only one man standing at the very end. See the pop flash being set up. Some very sneaky positions that Heroic are playing at present. Krabeni not shy to have a look with the AK. Does xFloud realize he's collided with someone? They're all looking for each other. And now the kill feed will start to get lit up. A big swing from Krisen. Lightning fast as we're down to a 3-on-3. AK is collected by the CT side.
And Demon claiming all this forward space on the B sites. Really nice. Gives the clean out for the B site for FUT. And I mean, for the Heroic side, to be honest, I mean, they're going to go for this. They are full buying in the next round. They have a couple AKs. 5-7 connection. Okay, now it's starting to get a little dangerous. Do not have a kit, though, so they've got to be really quick here. This crossfire should do the damage, and it will. No problem for FUT in the end, but a good look, though, despite Heroic having very little in the round to work with.
One of those big smokes in mid that allow the CTs to play behind it. That'll give them some extra info, extra confidence with their decision-making in the mid-rounds. Laux seeking to destroy, sweeping through. Look at his crosshair flying around on the bomb site. xFloud deleted by Laux as well. Now it's open for business. Youngstar just trying to hold map control at the back, but the angles are being taken away bit by bit. Oh, Nilo thought he saw something around the corner of the smoke, but Jugs was faster to respond.
Bomb has been planted.
And Youngstar has the AWP, but do they want to commit into this? If Krisen can get something going, maybe, but Youngstar's going to get taken down. Is the AWP recoverable? It might be recoverable. That might be the play. Kristen moving closer, but Cemetery's on the angle. You walk into this position, you are going to die. As Krisen has the cognizance that this could be held. Okay, well, get the pullback. Oh, looking to be saved. And it looks like it should be successful.
Terrorists win.
Whenever they feel like they need a quick win. But they are going to be definitely changing the situation here very fast through the apartments. Cemetery, oh, it's just too easy. Just so ready for that young star, looking to catch players running forwards, but meets the AWP. Done by Prison, though.
Important to try and hold some map control. Now, what does xFloud suspect of this scenario? Minute 20 on the clock, and FUT are taking liberties with their map control. Fallen back from the B-bomb site, though, after that trade frag with the AWP. Now, Prison looks towards that short position. Demon waiting for a peek. He knows it's coming. And that compounds the problems for Heroic. Utter deletion. They are getting mangled now.
Too easy right now for the FUT side. They've just really found their form, and I think this is probably why they have a 75% win rate on this map. They look really...
There's nowhere they can stand that he isn't ready for. Love the timing of this boost as well. As soon as they smoke the window, pop a player in there. Really trying to do the unexpected. No one is checking this whatsoever. They think it's denial of information. But that is implementation of the enemy. xFloud will have a look, and Demon is waiting for him. They are just being waited for. Just like Jugs is here for Sus, as he wonders what he has to play with. And again, they're pulling legs off a spider.
It's kind of gross.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's brutal.
CTs may have just guessed wrong here. They're going to fake into the A as well to hold the CTs there for longer. But Prison sees everything. Nice shot. A couple more of those, and you'll be in a good spot, maybe. Oh, and he has got another one.
A great effort. Looking for the lurker. Lounx has been dealt with. Now Symmetry needs to decide how he positions himself versus wide swinging players. A tag through the wall. There's some utility here for the CT squad, but they do have to pursue a tight choke point. Will he be ready for the boost? Symmetry has a swing, but the numbers will be enough for Heroic to survive.
And a nade's being thrown into A here. They're again running distraction on the A site, making it feel like those A hits.
Oh.
Now here's the push. Prison has to defend this. His teammate's right there, though, and he's going to be able to stand up for one himself.
Slow rotation for Susp. Waiting for a sneaky player, but all three that remain are on the bomb site now. Youngster spots one in the apartment. May have the info that all three are here. Do they look for another kill before they get that bomb planted? Youngster down to 11 HP. The molly will force him forward, and he'll still find something from it. He's still going. Traded by Symmetry. Plenty of time to plant this bomb. Kriveni having a look at Symmetry plants. Symmetry delivers. Sus moves forward into the wrong angle. Kriveni's ready for him. And FUT will take one more as we head towards the end of the first half.
So aggressive. Mid window smoke just in time. But xFloud's still out there. Delivers one, and looks like he gets away too. 5 versus 4 early now. You were asking about how to get those for Heroic, and they found it here in the last round of the half.
Another oppressive map for Heroic. But maybe a third round is on the cards for them. Symmetry walks to his demise. A better way to close out the half if this can continue. The bomb is lost on the ramp. CTs will be slow in their rotation.
Ooh. 40 seconds. And that will at least make it so that CTs have to consider the B rotations. Longso, he's going to get hit up quite a bit. Smoke hit to maybe recover the bomb. If there were a world where he could pick up the bomb, he could run it to B. But that's looking extremely unlikely. Can't get to it. It's too deep. Spraying for everything it's worth and gets very little there. Longs, 15 health and no time. Gonna just try to improve his stats perhaps at the end of this first half. And that's a wrap. Heroic with 3. Waiting for the top mid swing. Shugs. Krabeni looking to get these openings, and they will. Longs helping out too. Extra angle from Cat. Youngstar takes that as a cue to go into the ace site. He's alone though. He's got the attention of a couple CTs, so creating some distraction. His teammate's still trying to work the mid position. Krabeni is going to just get out there with the dualies, looking for the long-range engagements. Takes down Exar to 11 HP. And Youngstar's in trouble. Gets also dropped by this Krabeni dualie action. And it's a complete shutout for Heroic. The worst has happened here now. Xcloud, 11 HP against 5 players. RIP.
Yeah. The deathly silence betrays a potential feeling of confidence towards B, which has no presence from Heroic. They're all here looking for their opening. Shug forced into the open. Cemetery ready to trade and keep it possible, keep it doable for his squad. Krabeni pre-fires the palace peak and stops the bomb from being planted. 10 seconds. He's got to commit to this. He comes off the plant and comes off the round as well as FUT outmaneuver Heroic yet again.
Making it look kind of like Nuke almost, with how dominant it's been for them. Kind of a crazy series in that respect.
Oh, will he get both? Yes! Nothing going the way of Heroic in 2 of the 3 maps of this series. FUT in full control. A minute 20. 1 man remains. Youngstar with the bomb, hiding in a corner, holding on for dear life. The cops are here. The helicopters are out. The dogs have been let off the leash. There is nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. A dominant series overall. FUT with 2 massive games, losing the middle one